Hi, it's Paula from Pola Quilting. Welcome back to my channel. Today another video about how to reuse, recycle, repurpose the clothes or other items we've got already to not buy a new one but make something. Just before the lockdown, first COVID lockdown, I went to a trip to India on my own. It was absolutely beautiful trip, and I brought some stuffs for my children, and included was this t-shirt I brought for my younger son. He was using it a lot. He made lots of stains on it, and he probably would have carried on wearing it. The only problem is that he outgrown that t-shirt as well. But because he really loved this motif here, he asked me if I can do something about it. So let's try it out. So what I did, first of all, I bought a simple plain red t-shirt, bigger size obviously, and I will try to transplant Mr. Elephant to the new t-shirt. How it will work, well, we shall see. So first of all, what I would like to do, let's take this t-shirt away before I cut into it, is roughly I will cut around my elephant. Working with t-shirts is great because they do not fray. So any project, any quick project where maybe you don't even have a machine, where you want to finish by hand and you don't want to worry about the fraying edges, t-shirt fabric is great for that. So just FYI. So let's see. So first of all, I want to decide how much of that I would like to move across, and also what shape I would like to make out of it. I will probably go with something angled around. So what I will need for that project is a piece of non-woven interfacing, lightweight, the most lightweight you can find. I did mention it in the previous tutorial when I was fixing my son's jumper, that I just bought something off the shelf from the sewing supplies shop. Lightweight, non-woven interfacing, is not branded. It was quite cheap, and I bought a lot because I know I will have a use for it, and I will use that. So I've got some scraps here which will be great anyway for that project. You can see that when they were doing that embroidery bit, they already got interfacing, which is the tear-off one, or some sort of interfacing. I don't know what they use in India, but obviously that stabilizes all the stitches. So what I want to do is cover that and iron it. You do want to check the instructions for the ironing whatever interfacing you buy. Usually the interfacing doesn't like the steam, so don't put the steam on your iron. There's one bumpy side, one flat side. The bumpy side where the glue is, and that's what you want to put towards the fabric. And you want to use some sort of cloth on top of it. I usually don't put my iron straight on the interfacing because I want to show you how it looks on my mat. I will just put an old towel under because I don't want to melt my mat, which could do. So I just put it on a piece of towel. So just put the interfacing, and then, like I've mentioned, a piece of cloth, just some random scrappy fabric, and either hot or medium iron. Check the instructions. If you're not sure, go with medium, just in case if you don't have any instructions anywhere. And it doesn't take long, literally just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I will move to the next spot. If you keep it too long, the glue will kind of melt too much and it will not adhere very well. So just check if it doesn't come off. If it doesn't, we're good to go. It's still soft, as you can see. Let me take the towel out, and now I can decide what shape I want to do. You can do it freehand, you can take a ruler, cut it, you know, take something around the house, the shape you like, and do it that way. I will just go with the freehand really. Okay, so thread, depend what output you want. You can use the thread which will blend in here, so like a dark red, or I could use maybe something blue to make it more popping out, and then I could use some decorative stitch to go around, or plain one. Really, that's just up to you, how you kind of, you know, your vision carries you. That's all preference. So let's see how it can look on that t-shirt. Okay, so I'm eyeballing it again. You may like to depend on the shape, you may like to measure from top, from the sides, because my kind of egg shape is not even. I'm not having any issue with kind of eyeballing where more or less it's going to be, but depend, you know, what you like. You can kind of make it a little bit more precise. Okay, let's take some pins now. There is the interfacing which is double-sided, so it will have a glue from both sides, and for this type of project might be even better because it will adhere to the your kind of part of the t-shirt you want to move, and the t-shirt which is under. I didn't have it, so I'm just using what I've got, some scraps. But it might, you know, if you're going to actually buy something on purpose, you may like to ask for that type of interfacing with the glue from both sides. In my previous mending video, I showed you how I did it by hand, but here is quite a lot of surface, so I'll just quickly zip it through with the machine. But by all means, it can easily be done with the just, you know, thread the needle by hand. Let's see how it will look. So I've got it all pinned, and I will just go quickly and sew it all around with the straight stitch. I will probably narrow it down and just go maybe 1-2 times all around, just to hold it nicely in place. So this is how it looks when it's finished. I went 3 times around to add the stitching, and that will kind of make it secure. I don't need to add anything else. I did think maybe add that embroidery floss, but actually instead I might go with the black thread and just trace that elephant around, and I will do it by hand with the embroidery black thread. So that will kind of keep that patch in the middle, though again it's not necessary. It's all secure and it will not go anywhere. So I hope you enjoyed this quick video about how you can move some of the appliques you like from your kids, or not even kids, clothes to a new t-shirt, so they can be kind of enjoyed for longer. So the remaining bits of the t-shirt, the smaller bits I will probably throw away. However, the bigger ones can be still used in my other projects. So there are those stains on this right side, but again, I can use left side of the t-shirt as the right side, and there are no stains here, and I can use it in my next project. So whether it's going to be t-shirt quilt, or is it going to be maybe a rug, or maybe something else. But if you don't have plans to do any of those things, then obviously you can cut around here and have some dusters to clean around the house. So we can reuse everything if you just look at the clothes and think how it can work for us. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.